Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and a very warm welcome to Pointless, the quiz where the more obscure your knowledge, the better your chances of winning. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hello, my name's Pamela. This is my best friend Shance, and we're from Birmingham.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm from Hertfordshire, and this is my partner, Giovanna. She's from Buckinghamshire.
Couple number three.
Hello, I'm Gwen, and this is my son Mark, and we're from Morecambe.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, my name's Seamus. This is my wife Sandra, and we're from Randallstown in County Antrim.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much indeed. A very, very warm welcome to Pointless. It's terrific to have you all here. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce, a man who once said if he wasn't an actor, he'd be miserable. To which I say, well, why not do both? It's my pointless friend, it's Stephen Mangan.
Hello. Nice to see you.
Oh, and you.
Oh, dear. You look at... Where's the jumper?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We were going to do the jumper, weren't we?
What happened to that?
Well, I was waiting for it.
Never arrived?
Never arrived.
Oh, dear.
Never arrived.
Welcome, Gwen and Mark. I hope you have a great time here. I want to speak to Seamus about Gaelic football, though, because my family are from County Mayo, and I'm a Mayo Gaelic football fan, which, as you'll know, is not a very fertile ground, is it? Where do you stand on the curse? Do you know about this curse?
Not till now.
1951, Mayo won
Cast
the
your
All-Ireland
mind back.
final. And
Yes.
They're travelling back from Dublin to
Yes.
Mayo, and they pass a funeral procession, and they don't pay their respects properly. So the priest says to them, as long as any member of that team is alive, you will never again win the All-Ireland final. And they never have. And the last member of that team died at age 95. So watch this space. 1951, that curse was put down.
I'm going to not just watch the space, I'm going to watch with my eyes like this, because I'm not sure I'm going to be able to change them.
There you
that
go.
story has chilled me to the marrow, but also filled me with a little bit of hope for Mayo. Oh, there they are. That's fine. They're back.
They're back. OK,
Fine.
good.
OK, right, well, thank you for that. Chrono and John got through to the final last time, didn't win the jackpot, which means we add another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot starts off at £3,500. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Now, at the end of every round, we will eliminate the pair with the highest score. You know that, but just remember that when you're selecting your answers. Keep your scores as low as you possibly can, and the very, very best of luck to all of you. Our first category this afternoon is famous artworks. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns definitions of Tate Gallery's works of art.
On each pass, we're going to give you 7 definitions of single words that are also the titles of works of art that appear in the collection of the Tate Galleries as of October 2023, according to their website. We'll also give you the first letter of each work's title, as well as the number of letters and an artist responsible for a work with that title. Please give us these works of art.
Thank you very much indeed. This will all make much more sense, I feel sure, when we see the board. At least I'm hoping so. Anyway, let's see what's on the board. Here it comes. 7 clues. A North American term for the season of autumn, F, for Bridget Riley. A feeling of sorrow for the misfortunes and suffering of others, P, for William Blake. The continuous expanse of salty water that surrounds Earth's continental land masses. O, 5, Via Selmans. A raging fire or a place of horror and confusion. I, 7, Sarah Lucas. Edible species of this fungi include button and hedgehog varieties. M, 8, Damien Hirst. A hairstyle that consists of thick curls that stand out from the head. A, 4, Chrysophili, and the daughter of Polonius in Shakespeare's Hamlet, O, 7, John Everett Millais. There we are. Shance, welcome back to Pointless. It's great to have you with us again, a second time. Let us hear more about you.
So I like to travel, even if it's anywhere like in my own city. I like to explore, and I like to explore new countries as well.
That's
So,
exciting.
Yeah.
So when you're exploring in Birmingham, do you just go and get lost and find your way back?
Yeah, like places that I haven't been before.
Very nice.
Yeah, try new places and stuff.
Good for you, Shants. Now, what about our board of artworks by other definitions? What are we thinking?
Well, I'm not too sure, but I'm just going to take a guess. I think I'll go for A. And I'm just going to say randomly Adam.
Adam.
Yeah.
OK, Adam for A, the Chrysophilae. Shall we see if Adam is a correct answer? No bad luck, Shants. Sorry, not Adam.
We'll give all the correct answers at the end of the round.
Thank you very much indeed, Giovanna. Welcome
Hello.
back to Pointers. Great to have you with us again.
Thank
Very
you.
lovely, I'm going to say Delft shirt. Is that a fair description? I don't know.
Possibly.
Who knows? Tell us more about yourself, Giovanna.
Well, I retired a few years ago, and that's given me a lot more time to explore more interesting activities and work. So I tried jewellery making, I tried bell ringing, which turned out to be quite dangerous because I nearly
Why?
broke my nose and my glasses.
Were you standing too close to the rope?
Yeah. But my favourite activity that I
Yes.
discovered, at the grand old age of 62, I took up ballet for the first time. I am now officially a silver swan.
But this is... this is superb. But and how brilliant that there is a class, though.
Yes, it's
And-
aimed at people of a certain
Yes.
age,
Yeah.
ladies or gentlemen.
Brilliant.
It's really good.
Gosh,
I
well
really
done
enjoy
you.
it.
Intriguing thing to do. Brilliant. Giovanna, what are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for a hairstyle that consists of thick curls, and I'm going to say afro.
Afro, you're going to say for that. Let's see how many of our 100 said afro. Afro is right. And that goes down to 54. Very well done.
Yes, afro, yes, well done. Afro consists of the single word afro, written in handwritten style letters. And if you look closely, you see the letters are made up of a chain of tiny portraits of people, all with distinctive afro hairstyles.
That's just brilliant. There we are. Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Gwen, welcome to Pointers. It's lovely to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm Gwen. I'm a retired local government officer, and I'm from Morecambe, and I love going to musical theatre shows.
Splendid. Where's your nearest place for musical theatre?
I suppose the biggest theatre would be Manchester
Right.
or Blackpool.
Or Blackpool.
Yeah,
I
but-
imagine you get some pretty great shows
I
touring
do.
up there. Yeah.
But I also support the local amateurs as well because I used to be one of them.
Brilliant. Gwen, what are you going to go for on our board?
I think I will go for a Raging Fire, Inferno.
Inferno, says Gwen. Should we see how many of our 100 said Inferno? Inferno is right. And down he goes to 39. Very well done.
Well done, Gwen. Yes, Sarah Lucas is one of the so-called young British artists. Came to prominence in around 1990. Her works often incorporate a variety of techniques and objects. The main component of Inferno is a rather grubby-looking toilet with a red light inside it.
Lovely.
There you go. Inferno.
There. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Sandra, welcome back to Pointless.
Thank you.
Great to have you with us for a third time. Tell us more about yourself, Sandra.
Well, despite being the most unfit person that you could come across, Seamus and I have taken on quite a few charity challenges. So we have cycled from London to Bruges in 2 days
Wow.
for the British Heart Foundation.
Brilliant.
We have climbed Ben Nevis for the Alzheimer's Society, and we've also done a marathon walk round the Causeway Coast in Northern Ireland.
Oh, lovely. I mean, a marathon walk. Like the sound of that. Brilliant. Now then, Sandra, what are you going to go for? This board's all yours, by the way. Do you feel like filling in all the blanks and then selecting an answer?
I think the top one is fall. The second one, I'm thinking pain. Third one is ocean. And then we've got mushroom for the fifth one. And the bottom one, I think, is Ophelia. So I think I'm going to go for Ophelia.
You're going to go for Ophelia. Shall we see how many of our 100 said Ophelia? Absolutely right. The John Everett Millay Ophelia. And that takes you down to 26, the best score of the past. Very well done indeed, Sandra.
Yes, Millet was a pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood.
It's a very haunting picture. So, should we go through these?
You did pretty well through the board, actually, Sandra. Fall was correct for the first one. That was our highest scorer, was 72. It wasn't pain. Glad you didn't go for
No.
that.
Pity.
Pity. 24. Ocean was correct, that's 60. And mushroom as well, 63.
Thank you very much indeed, Stephen. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a look at those scores. 26, the best score of the past. Very well done indeed. Sandra and Seamus looking pretty good. Then 39 is where we find Gwen and Mark. And then 54 is where we find Giovanna and Paul. Then 100, Chance and Ornella. You did know most of those, didn't you?
Yeah,
when
looking
it
at
came
it now,
down to
yeah.
it. It's hard going first.
Yeah.
Somebody has to teach everyone else how to do it. And
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
it's by making a mistake. And I'm really sorry that you made the mistake. Ornella,
Yeah.
you'll get a chance to come up with something brilliant on the next
hope.
board.
Yeah.
Let's hope that sorts things out. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, we're going to put 7 more clues to works of art that appear in the Tate collections up on the board. And here they are. The title of a UK #1 single for Miley Cyrus in January 2023, F7, Pablo Picasso. The absence of noise, disorder, or war, P5, Edwina Sands. The trunk of the human body without the limbs and the head, T5, Barbara Hepworth. The city that is the county seat of Orange County in Florida, O7, Rebecca Horn. The animal that is the symbol of the city of Berlin in Germany, B4, Steve McQueen. A plural term used to describe those that have come before, P12, Njideka Akenili Crosby. A highly polished surface that reflects what is in front of it and is sometimes framed for use on a wall, M6, Frank Bowling. There we are. Seamus, welcome back to Pointless.
Yeah, thank you.
Back, you come for your last show.
Yeah.
Oh, you've done so well right across Pointless. You've been on the cusp of the final twice now. We have to hope that this is the show that you can carry that through. Tell us more about yourself, because you're training at the moment to be a tour guide.
That's correct.
I mean, so I would imagine, from what we've got to know you quite well over these past couple of shows, you're unlikely, I think, to learn all the patter. I imagine you're going to be living in the moment.
Absolutely. I think that would be... I don't think people want to listen to 2,000 facts.
No.
They want enjoyment. They want entertainment. They want you to fill them in on what a city has to offer, what a place has to offer.
Yeah, exactly.
And interact with them.
Completely right. Yes, you can always spot when somebody starts slipping into their monologue, can't you? Yeah. Now, Seamus, you're on 26, as I say, so 73 or less gets you into the next round. Which of these would you like to go for?
I think I'll go for the third one down and say torso.
Torso for the Barbara Hepworth. Shall we see? Here is your red line. How many of our 100 people said torso? Torso's right. Gets you through. 65. High score there, taking your total up to 91.
Yes, torso, a sculpture from 1928, carved out of limestone from Derbyshire.
Derbyshire limestone.
The best.
The best. Thank you very much. Now then, Mark, welcome to Pointless.
Thanks.
Terrific to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm an actor for profession, and yeah, I think the last time I was here, I was on Let It Shine. It was weird, so it's kind of like coming home.
Let It Shine. Very nice. So, what sort of things have you been at? What's your milieu?
I'm known as Mr. Jersey Boys because I did 10 years on that show.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow. So every time you hear Frankie Valli, every time you
Drives me
close your eyes.
bonkers. Yeah.
Oh, really? No, but
No, it's
I always
not.
wonder, though, when it's a show like that, I mean, you must just live every single one of those songs. They must bring so much vividly back.
Yeah, it was weird because when I first got the show, I didn't really know much about it because it doesn't scream the Four Seasons.
No, no.
And then you just get the whole repertoire of what they do, and you go, I didn't know they did that. Oh, I didn't know they did that one. And
Yeah,
the
I mean,
Bay City
amazing
Rollers
songs.
and you know, it's a lot of covers for the Four Seasons. So.
Yeah, fabulous.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Mark, welcome back.
Thanks.
If you can score 60 or less, you are through to the next round. What would you like to go for?
I think I'm going to play it safe and go for the second one down, the absence of noise, disorder, or war, peace.
Peace, says Mark. Shall we see? Here is your red line. Can we get you below that with peace? Well, peace is right. And it gets you through. Down it goes to 49, taking your total up to 88.
Good answer, yes. Edwina Sands, the granddaughter of Winston Churchill. And she's better known for a sculpture, but this particular work of art piece was a lithograph in pastel colours, 1974.
Thank you very much indeed, Stephen. And now, Paul, welcome back to Pointless. Tell us more about yourself.
Well, when I was a teenager, I took up the drums. So I'm a drummer. I've been a drummer all my life, on and off in various bands, playing all sorts of venues, big clubs, small clubs. All sorts.
Are you a jazz drummer, a rock drummer?
A rock drummer predominantly, but I'm not in a band now. I'd love to be back in a band, not full-time or anything like that, but because I just love getting on stage and I love playing the drums and I miss it. And
I bet you do.
It's also very good exercise.
I was just going to say that, yeah. Now, one of our boys is a drummer, takes it very, very seriously. Oh, lovely thing for parents. Digital drums, electric drums.
Excellent.
He just wears headphones. So it's almost don't know he's there.
It's bliss.
Oh, it's marvellous. Anyway, now, Paul, you are on 54. 45 or less gets you into round 2. What would you like to go for?
I'm going to go for the bottom one and say mirror.
You're going to say mirror for the Frank Bowling. Shall we see? Here is your red line. There it is. How many of our 100 people said mirror? Mirror, absolutely right. There we are, 67 for mirror, taking your total up to 121 and opening the door a little bit there for Ornella.
Yes, the tremendously named Frank Bowling was born in 1934. At the centre of his painting Mirror is a spiral staircase from the Royal College of Art. That's where he studied. Nice. Frank Bowling sounds like a review, doesn't it? Not a name.
Yeah.
That was some Frank Bowling.
That was so... All the bowling spoke, and it was pretty candid.
Pretty candid.
There we are, thank you. Now, Ornella, welcome back to Pointless. Tell us more about yourself.
Hi, my name's Ornella, and I am starting to read books, crime books.
Are you?
Yeah, which is quite interesting.
You've just found a love of reading.
Yeah, man. I've been reading...
Good for you.
A Girl on a Train.
Excellent. Great story.
That's great. The movie doesn't live up to it, though, which is quite sad, to be fair.
Yeah. It's a good book.
Yeah, it's a good book.
It's a good book.
Yeah,
OK, now, Ornella, you are on 100. We need to get a score of 20 or less from you. Do you feel like talking us through this board?
I think the Rebecca Horn one is too obvious. I say it's Orlando. The animal one in Germany, I think I know that one. But I'm not going to do it.
What do you think it is?
I think a bear, but I don't know. I'm just going to play it safe. The Rebecca Horn one.
OK, you are going to say...
Orlando.
Orlando. OK, shall we see? You get a red line. It comes in there. What happens when we say Orlando? It's right. Oh, so nearly. So nearly. You needed 20, you got 30. Very well done indeed. Takes your total up to 130.
Unlucky. Rebecca Horn, a German visual artist who creates films and sculptures using very familiar settings, but they're very emotionally charged, strange sort of scenes. So, Xander, talk me through the rest of the board.
OK.
Miley Cyrus. You're a massive Miley Cyrus fan.
Such a massive Miley Cyrus.
So, what do you think? What sort of things did he paint?
Bulls.
This is the lowest scoring one, so it is tricky.
It's...
Flowers.
There we are.
Flowers scored 10.
I'm going to say the animal is... Well, it could be bear. I think probably more likely boar.
It was bear.
It was bear.
Oh, you're joking.
But it was 44,
Oh,
so
okay.
it wouldn't have helped you out, Ornella. And finally...
I haven't bothered counting the letters in this, but I'm going to say predecessors.
Is correct.
Oh, phew.
Marvellous. 25 points for predecessors.
Good. Right, well, thank you very much indeed. That brings us to the end of our first round. It means we have to say goodbye to our first pair, Ornella and Shantz. You were so close there.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's annoying.
Too far,
I'm
though.
sorry. Anyway, listen, we get to see you again next time.
Yeah.
Next time, we'll take it all the way through to the final. But thank you so much for playing Ornella and Shantz.
Thank you.
For the remaining 3 pairs, now time for round 2. Well done, everybody. You'll notice we're down to 3 pairs now. Gwen and Mark, well done. You were our lowest combined scorers in that last round. And Sandra, you were our lowest individual scorer. So fantastic work on the far podium. But well done, everybody. Best of luck for round 2. Our category for it today is the national anthem. Can you all decide in your pairs? Who's going to go first? Who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many words of 3 or more letters in the lyrics of God Save the King that contain the letters K, I, N or G as they could. Stephen.
We are looking for any word of 3 or more letters in the first 5 verses of God Save the King that contain at least one of the letters K-I-N or G. We will not accept the word God or king.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, so, Giovanna, we come to you first.
You do indeed. What am I going to say? I'm going to say the word long.
Long, says Giovanna. Shall we see how many of our 100 people said long? Long, 25. Very well done indeed.
Good answer, long, 25 points. The longest road in the UK is the A1. It's around 400 miles long.
That's a fact.
That's a random long fact.
There we go, thank you. Now, Gwen, what are you thinking of?
Well, I'm going to go for choicest.
Choicest, yes, from one of the other verses. Let's see how many of our 100 people said choicest. There we go, down to one. Very well done indeed, Gwen. Superb work.
Yes, a thing of the highest preference, the choicest. I always think of choicest cuts of meat.
Yes, that's it.
Choice. The choicest bit of beef.
Cuts. There we go.
Something to sink your teeth into.
Yeah, thank you very much indeed. Now then, Sandra.
I think I'm going to go for rain.
Rain, says Sandra. Shall we see how many of our 100 said rain? Down to 22 for rain. Very well done.
Our longest reigning king, George III. 59 years, 96 days.
There we are. Thank you very much. We're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 1, Gwen. 1. Very well done. And then we travel from 1 to 22, where we find Sandra and Seamus, and from there to 25, where we find Giovanna and Paul. So, yes, you're a little bit ahead there. But, Paul, you'll have a brilliant answer for this. If anyone has, you have. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? Now then, Seamus, remember, we're looking for words of 3 or more letters in God Save the King. And these are words that have to contain the letters K, I, N or G. You're on 22. A score of 2 or less would see you straight into the head-to-head.
I'm now starting to doubt the answer I have, but I'll give it anyway, and I'll say send.
Send. Send, says Seamus. Here is your red line. Can we get you close to that with send? That goes down to 18. 18% takes your total up to 40.
And a fact about send. Queen Elizabeth II was the first royal to send an email in 1976.
Goodness me. Thank you very much indeed, Stephen. Now then, Mark, you're on 1. 38 or less gets you into the next round.
I'm going to say victorious.
Victorious, says Mark. Here is your red line. Shall we see how many of our 100 said victorious? Well done, it's good enough. Gets you through 24, taking your total up to 25.
The Victorious Festival, held in Portsmouth every year. Very well played.
Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Paul, you're on 25. 14 or less is what we need to get you into the head-to-head.
I've got 2 possibles.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for noble.
Noble, says Paul. Here is your red line. Can we get you below that with noble? Noble is certainly right. Goes down to 36, taking your total up to 61.
The nobility used to be excused jury service, and they used to go straight into the House of Lords if they wished, neither of which now is true. 1999, got rid of all that.
No.
Got to do jury service.
Got to do it.
Don't care who you are.
There we go. Now, I've got one. Can I try one out on you?
Yes?
With.
With?
Yeah, with.
Pointless.
Good. So sing with heart and voice.
That is a very good answer. Before we see some of the pointless answers, I'll give you some low scorers. You would have got 6 points for and, 2 points for give and sing, and 1 point for Britain's choicest and gifts. Britain's choicest gifts sounds like an upmarket.
Yeah, not that upmarket.
Not that upmarket. And land as well.
Nice.
Land would have been a one-pointer. Here are some pointless answers. Defend, family and friend. His, men, one. And politics, prince and voice. Well done if you got any of those at home, especially if you got them from verse 5.
Thank you very much indeed, Stephen. That brings us to the end of our second round. It means we have to say goodbye to our second pair of the day. Paul and Giovanna, I'm afraid it is you next time. That's when it will all happen. But meanwhile, it's been lovely having you here. Thank you, Paul and Giovanna. But for our two remaining pairs, now time for the head-to-head. Very well done, Gwen and Mark, Sandra and Seamus. You're now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £3,500. However, before we play the head-to-head, we're going to have a little bit of fun, see if we can find a couple of pointless answers just to swell that jackpot a bit. So here goes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many types of lemon as they could, Stephen.
You'll see 6 options. 4 are varieties of lemon, 2 are pointless, and 2 are not types of lemon at all. £250 in the pot for each pointless answer you can find.
There we are. Can you find the pointless lemons from these 6? Baudelaire, Snap, Werner, Baboon, Ponderosa, Eureka. Does anybody know anything about citrus fruit?
Kind.
OK, in which case, Gwen and Mark, I'm going to come straight to you. What would you like to nominate?
Baudelaire.
Yeah, Baudelaire.
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 You're going to go for a Baudelaire lemon. Is it a pointless lemon? Baudelaire. No. Oh. Sandra and Seamus, what would you like to nominate?
I know quite a few lemons, but not,
not here. Because it's so wrong, we're just going to go for baboon.
The baboon lemon. Should we see if the baboon lemon is a pointless lemon? It's a lemon. Surely it's going to be pointless then. And it is. Look at that. Very well done indeed.
Well done, yes. The Baudelaire siblings are the main characters in a series of unfortunate events by Lemony Snicket. And baboon, indeed, a very bright yellow lemon from Brazil. Xander, how's your lemon knowledge?
It's down to nothing, pretty much.
Okay, give me a lemon entry.
OK, I'm a lemon entry. I'm coming in at Werner.
Werner?
Yeah.
Is pointless. That's the other pointless answer.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Heavens above.
How about that? Can you spot the other non-lemon?
I like the idea of a Eureka lemon.
Eureka is a lemon, yeah.
That's
large, thick-skinned lemons, 8, that would have scored you.
And I like the idea of a Ponderosa, but not a Snap.
You're absolutely right. You're killing this lemon work. A Ponderosa is a very large lemon, can weigh up to £2. That would have scored you 6. But Snap is a melon. Get a Snap melon, but not a Snap lemon.
Thank you very much indeed. And well done. You managed to find a pointless answer, which means we can add £250 to the jackpot and take the total up to £3,750. But who'll be playing for it? Well, let's find out in the head-to-head. As ever, the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot, and you are now allowed to confer before you give your answers. Best of luck to both pairs. Here is our first question, and it's all about landmarks reflecting in water, Stephen.
We're going to show you 5 pictures of landmarks, buildings or structures and their reflections in nearby water. Please tell us the countries that these landmarks are in. Good luck.
Thank you very much indeed. So can you tell us the countries in which you would find these? A. B. C. D. And E. There we are. Now, Gwen and Mark, you're our low scorers. You get to go first. Do you have an answer?
We think so, yeah.
What are you going to go for?
Go for it. Go on, West.
We want to go for A. I think that's the Angkor Wat, and we believe that's Cambodia.
OK, you're saying Cambodia for A. Sandra and Seamus, can you talk us through the rest of that board?
I'm afraid not, but we'd say B's France, C is India, We'll go for India.
You're going to say India for C. So we have Cambodia and we have India. Gwen and Mark went for Cambodia for A. Shall we see how many of our 100 said that? Cambodia. Cambodia, absolutely right. And down, that goes to 6. That's a terrific score. Meanwhile, Sandra and Seamus have gone for C and are saying India. How many of our 100 said that? India is right. 78 for India. Very well done indeed. Gwen and Mark, after one question, you're up 1-0.
Yes, Angkor Wat, Cambodia, the lowest scoring answer. So you were doomed, I'm afraid, Sandra and Seamus. But you did manage to pick the highest scoring answer on the board. Xander.
Well, OK, so B is France.
Is France, which fewer people knew than the Taj Mahal, which is interesting. It's called 64.
Should we then go to E and say, I'm going to say that's China?
It is indeed the Forbidden City in Beijing. That would have been worth 46. That just leaves this rather beautiful building.
Doesn't it? And my feeling this is going to be either Hungary or Slovakia.
Which one are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for Hungary.
Terrific answer.
Is it?
It's the Hungarian Parliament in Budapest.
Brilliant.
And it's worth 11.
Well done. Lovely. Beautiful building.
Isn't it?
Thank you very much indeed. Right, here comes our second question. Sandra and Seamus, you have to win this one to stay in the game, so good luck. Our second question is all about soap companies. Stephen.
We're going to show you the names of 5 fictional companies and businesses that are featured in television soap operas. We'll also give you the initials of each soap title and the year it first appeared on television. Please tell us the titles of the soap operas.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, let's reveal our 5 soap companies. And here they come. We have Lassiter's Hotel, N, 1985. Barton and Dingle Automotives, E, 1972. D Valley Law, H, 1995. The Mill Health Centre, D, 2000. And Beale's Place, E, 1985. There we are. Sandra and Seamus will go first.
OK, we know a few of them. It's a matter of trying to pick the lowest score, and we'll go for the Mill Health Centre. We think that's Doctors.
Doctors, you're going to say, for the Mill Health Centre. Doctors. Now then, Gwen and Mark, can you talk us through the rest of that board?
Top one, Lassiter's, is Neighbours. Barton and Dingle must be Emmerdale. D Valley Law, I think might be Hollyoaks. And Beale's Place is EastEnders. I think Lassiter's, Neighbours.
Yeah.
We'll go for Lassiter's, Neighbours.
OK, you're going to go for Lassiter's Neighbours. Shall we see, then, in the order they were given? We have Doctors and Neighbours. Sandra and Seamus went for Doctors. Let's see if that is right for the Mill Health Centre. Doctors is absolutely right. That goes down to 52. Meanwhile, Gwen and Mark have gone for Neighbours for Lassiter's. How many of our 100 said that? Neighbours is right. There we are. Well done. Sandra and Seamus, you're back in the game. After 2 questions, it's 1-1.
Well done, Sandra and Seamus. Only one answer would have beaten Doctors. It was, in fact, the D Valley Law. Any idea what that might have been?
Was it not?
It was.
Hollyoaks?
You knew it. Hollyoaks.
It was between the two.
Yeah, unlucky. That's tough. That scored 43. Barton and Dingle Automotives was indeed Emmerdale. Scored 70. And Beale's Place was indeed EastEnders. And that scored 86.
Thank you very much indeed, Stephen. OK, here comes your decider. Whoever wins this third question goes through to the final and plays for that jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Our third question is all about gases, Stephen.
I'm going to show you the names of 5 chemical elements or compounds that exist as gases at normal room temperature. But we've missed out the vowels from their names. Please fill in the gaps. Tell us the names of the gases. Good luck.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our vowelless gases. And here they are. MTHN, XNN, MMN, NN, and HYDRGN, SLFD. There we are. Now, Gwen and Mark will go first this time.
I know all of them. It's which one is the lowest.
What about the second one? Will that be then on?
Yeah. Can I do that? I'm going to say the second one, Xenon.
You're saying Xenon. OK, now then, Seamus and Sandra, do you want to talk us through that board?
Top one's methane. We think then ammonia, neon, and hydrogen sulfide. Which do you think?
Which one do you want to go for?
Sandra seems to think ammonia, and she's much brighter than me, so...
OK, you're going to go for ammonia. So you have Xenon versus ammonia. Gwen and Mark went for Xenon. Let's see how many of our 100 said Xenon. Xenon is right. That goes down to 43. Meanwhile, Sandra and Seamus have gone for ammonia for the middle one. Let's see how many of our 100 said ammonia. Ammonia is right. And that gets you through. Very well done. Down to 30. Third time lucky, Sandra and Seamus. After 3 questions, you are through to the final 2-1.
Well done. So like Gwen and Mark, you knew all the answers. You just had to pick the right answers. You had a slight advantage in that 2 answers would have beaten Gwen and Mark's score of 43. Methane was correct. That's the highest scorer on 67. Neon was also correct, 53. But the other one that would have gotten you through, hydrogen sulfide, 41.
Thank you very much indeed, Stephen. So at the end of our head-to-head round, we say goodbye to Gwen and Mark. Not bad for a first appearance on the show. We'll see you again next time. Maybe we can repeat this and take it one step further. But thank you very much for playing Meanwhile, Gwen and Mark. For Sandra and Seamus, though, it is now time for the pointless final. Huge congratulations, Sandra and Seamus. You have fought off all the competition, eventually, and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win the pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £3,750. Well, the big question is, what do you want to see come up?
Sport's good for me, generally, but...
My general knowledge isn't great at all, so I just flourish on randomness.
That's what this round's all about. OK, well, 4 things, as ever, will appear on the board. Let's hope there's something you feel like having a go at. And today's 4 are Terry Pratchett, Bristol Trip Hop, Open-winning golfers, animated superhero film sequels. What do we think?
I don't think we even have to talk about it. It's golfers, I think.
I'm not brilliant on golf, but I hope I have 1 or 2 names that might.
I bet you do. OK, golf it is.
We are looking for any winner of the Women's Open, also originally known as the Women's British Open, since it began in 1976, up to and including the 2023 winner. Or we're looking for any man who has won the Open Championship, also known as the British Open, since the first Open Championship in 1860, up to and including the 2023 tournament. Best of luck.
Thank you very much, Stephen. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. And if you can find 3 pointless answers, we will throw in a £500 bonus. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Look, well, I think we're hopefully going to just stick with home golfers. We're going to go with Irish golfers.
Maybe Padraig Harrington.
I'm going to go with Padraig Harrington, Shane Lowry.
Darren Clark.
And Darren Clark. Yeah, I think that'll do.
OK, you've got your 3. Brilliant. Let's stop the clock. This is fantastic. Really easy. Now, let's have your 3 answers.
It's the men's championship, obviously, and we're going to go for Darren Clark.
Darren Clark.
Padraig Harrington.
Padraig Harrington.
And Shane Lowry.
And Shane Lowry. Of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Padraig Harrington.
Padraig Harrington we put last. Least likely to be pointless?
Probably Darren Clark.
Darren Clark. And then Shane Lowry goes in the middle. Yeah. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order, and here they are. We have Darren Clark, Shane Lowry, Padraig Harrington. Well, if any one of these answers turns out to be pointless, you will be leaving here with £3,750. What would you like to do with that?
Safari, I think.
Yes.
Oh, Safari, yeah. Wouldn't that be perfect?
Yeah.
And do you know what's been brilliant is all the time you've been waiting to come on and nearly have been coming through to the final, that jackpot's been getting bigger. No one's won it. So actually, you played a very canny game. I know you haven't done it deliberately, but as it turns out, it's all been terrific. So there we are, a Safari.
Well, we might let the kids have a few pounds.
No. They won't see this for ages. OK. Your first answer was Darren Clarke. In all three cases, we're looking for winners of the Open Championship, the British Open. You've gone for Darren Clarke. Let's see if Darren Clarke is pointless. £3,750 is yours, if he is. He's right. Just has to go all the way down to there, and you leave here with £3,750. Down we go with Darren Clarke, still going down. Into the single figure, still going down with Darren Clarke, still going down. Yes, very well done. Huge congratulations. Darren Clarke's the pointless answer. You are taking home today's jackpot of £3,750. However, before we go any further, let's just see if we can boost that. I did say if all three answers are pointless, there'll be a £500 bonus, which will take it up to £4,250. Let's find out. Shane Lowry was your next answer. Is Shane Lowry pointless? Shane Lowry is right. Well, Darren Clarke has won the jackpot for you. Shane Lowry could possibly help you boost it. Yep, very well done indeed. Shane Lowry is a pointless answer. That's two pointless answers. Everything is now hanging on Porrig Harrington. Let us find out if we can get the triple here and win that little £500 bonus. Is Porrig Harrington also pointless? Well, he's right. Darren Clarke and Shane Lowry have turned out to be pointless for us. Porrig Harrington, if he can pull off the triple, down we go with Porrig Harrington to 1. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, well, let's not dwell on that. You have just won yourself a jackpot of £3,750. Brilliant.
Thank you so much. Fantastic. So good, just 1 point away from the triple pointless. Let's have a look at some more pointless answers, starting with the winners of the Women's Open. Annika Sorenstam, Katrina Matthew, Carrie Webb and Lilia Vu. In fact, everyone else is pointless apart from the following golfers who scored points: Laura Davies, Georgia Hall, Ashley Buhai, Hinako Shibuno and Yarni Singh. Moving on to the winners of the Open Championship, here are some of the pointless answers you could have had. Ben Hogan, Darren Clarke is who you got, Jordan Spieth, Shane Lowry you also got. There were lots of pointless answers, including Colin Morikawa, Francesco Molinari, Fred Daly and Baker Finch, Kel Nagel, Lee Trevino, Louis Oosterhausen, Mark O'Meara, Stuart Sink, who famously beat Tom Watson, and Zach Johnson, and lots more obscure winners from back in the day. But none of them were Irish, so why are we even talking about them?
Who cares?
Well done if you've got any of those at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Stephen, and thank you once again to our winning players, Sandra and Seamus, who take away today's jackpot of £3,750.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Stephen.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.